If you really think about it, Colorado is low-key underrated. They are not like your average bottom team.
Bandwagon Buffs, man. Hell of a game. 2 went for 500. BWB. Bandwagon Buffs.
That's right. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon Buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Guys, as you listen to my voice, the B-roll footage, the video that you are watching is courtesy of Wall of Media. Please go to their YouTube channel and subscribe. Shout out Bucky, what up? Let's get into the video. I usually don't do a video on game day. I do a live stream. I watch the game, you watch it at your place, and we go into the comments and we talk our talk smack. We do what we gotta do to enjoy the game together. I know I'm gonna get fried for it, but today I'm doing a video because I want to tell you that I think if I was a coach and I had to prepare, Colorado would be one of those games on my schedule that would probably be one of the scariest that I would want to play. Now, in this video, I want to tell you why. And if you pay attention, if you listen to the reasons why, you might understand where I'm going with this. So before you jump to conclusion, before you start saying what you're going to say, every other team is better, just hear me out. This is my reason why I think Colorado should be a problem to prepare for coaches and probably one of the scariest teams to play if they happen to be on your schedule. Number one, they have one of the sickest quarterbacks in college football. You understand what I'm saying? Hear me out. For those detractors that just want to rush to the comments, Colorado has one of the sickest quarterbacks in college football. He is soon going to be in the NFL. When I say one of the sickest quarterbacks, his arm is very accurate. He seeks perfection to a fault. People say he's trying to stat pad, but if you understand Shedeur, if you understand his nature, the way he moves, how he moves. If you understand this young man that I'm talking about, Shedeur Sanders, he really wants to be perfect. Shedeur wants to make sure that everything is perfect. You think he's taking those sacks because he's trying to pad his stats? That's not what he's doing. I was getting on him for that, but then I came to understand that this kid is not doing that. Like, he does not want to throw an interception. Even to a fault where it's 4th down, we're going for it, and he understands that he needs to throw that ball in order for us to have a chance to make a 1st down or at least get better field position. The kid still does not want to throw an interception. He still does not want to throw into crazy coverage. And I kept thinking about it. I'm like, wow, this kid, like, he's really special. Whether you are a detractor or not, you really have to start thinking about the fact that this quarterback is really special. If you can forget about his dad for 1 second, which his dad kind of sucks the air out of every room. His bigger than life stature sucks the air out of everything. I know it's hard for you to forget about his dad. I get it. I understand it, okay? But if you can forget about his dad for 1 second and think about this, Shedeur Sanders is special. You are watching something special, but you can't give it credit because of the fact that you just don't like his dad. You don't like the way his dad moves, so you can't bring yourself to understand why he's special. For those of us who really root for this team and cheer for this team, yes, I said root for this team. For those of us Colorado fans, I stress that. For those of us who are Colorado fans, we understand how special Shedeur is and we celebrate it. So I'm not just talking to the haters, I'm talking to the supporters and the lovers as well. If you take a look at all the quarterbacks in college football, the numbers that this kid is putting up, it's special. It's special, guys. Come on, like, let's be frank. Let's just be honest for a second. If I was a coach preparing for game day, I would be thinking about Shedeur the entire time. Colorado would be annoying to prepare for. If you're one of the college students who play on this team and you're just preparing for game day, you're thinking about it, and you dare go on social media or you listen to the noise, if you let any of the noise creep up in your cranium, any of the distractions get up in your brain for 1 second, you're already lost. I promise you. Because what you're doing to yourself is a disservice. You're going to be thinking, oh, this team is bad. This team is no good. They're going to let lowly Stanford beat them. And you're going to show up to that game. You're going to get on that field with this team. And you're going to realize, like, oh, shoot. You're going to do exactly what TCU did. This is not what I thought it was going to be. Colorado is low-key underrated. Man, I just sent at least 3 haters to the comments with that statement. But if you really think about it, Colorado is low-key underrated. The players that they have on their team, they are not like your average bottom team. Colorado let one slip with Stanford, but Colorado is no Stanford. So if you're UCLA and you gave Stanford 42, and you think Colorado is going to come to you and you're going to give them 42 and it's going to be that easy, Colorado is no Stanford. I'm telling you, your brain is going to trick you because you're going to listen to all the talking heads. And if you prepare with that mentality, Colorado's going to beat you. You're going to show up and you're going to be out of air. Colorado's training is like none other. Their conditioning. Colorado is going to run you out of the stadium if you underestimate Colorado. I'm just talking football here. Think about the football. Let's forget about the distractions for 1 second. Forget about the cameras. Forget about Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime. Forget about the fact that no matter where he goes, cameras are going to follow him. Just lay that down for a second and think about hard football. Just think about hard football. Think about the fact that they got one of the best cornerbacks in college football. If you underestimate him and thinking that what Stanford did to him, think about what number 13 did to him, and you think that that's what's going to happen in the UCLA game, and you prepare thinking like, oh, he ain't what we thought he was going to be, so we got him, you're going to be making a grave mistake. You are going to be in for a rude awakening. I'm telling you, Travis Hunter is like that. Travis Hunter is him. You don't understand the ability of this young man. What happened to him in that Stanford game? What number 13 did to him? He's going to get revenge. He's waiting to get revenge. He had a week to prepare, to get back his stamina, to get back into shape. Now he's ready to go. So if you're preparing thinking, oh, he ain't like that, you're going to be doing your end of game press conference and you're going to be like, dang, I have to say that Travis Hunter is special. Colorado is a scary team to prepare for. I really didn't know what to call this video because the thought dropped into my head and I'm thinking from a football standpoint, if I was a coach and I listened to any of the noise, if I was to read any of the newspaper clippings or watch any YouTube videos and let that get into my head, I would be doing myself a disservice and making a grave mistake. Like seriously, because you don't really know what to expect when Colorado comes to the building. All you know is how poorly they play in certain games. But when you actually have to play Colorado, you got to meet Jimmy Horn and his speed, Dylan Edwards and his speed, Xavier Weaver. You got to deal with Shedeur's arm. You got to deal with number 9, Anthony Hankerson. You got to deal with him. He's the stay over from the triple ones from last year's 1-11 team. You have to prepare for a lot of players that you don't really know. If we don't play around like Colorado, you can really beat Stanford. You can play and you can really plan for Stanford. They don't have that many weapons for you to think about when it comes to preparing for them. But I'm telling you, when it comes to preparing for Colorado, there are just too many weapons. I get on the coaching staff a lot. I feel like if the coaching staff was to really hone in and hunker down and really get to the business, they can utilize the talent that they have on that team and give a lot of teams problem. I know a lot of y'all would call me crazy and don't really think about what I'm saying, but Colorado is a team that if I was playing them as a coach and I was preparing for them, they would be one of the teams that I would put a question mark on. Because yes, they are a bottom team and a lot of people write them off, but they are a bottom team on paper only. Colorado is not a bottom team when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, to the details, to the quarterback, which is one of the most important positions in football. When it comes down to the wide receivers, they're crazy. When it comes down to the running backs, they got running backs. You check off a few boxes like coaching preparation, the defense showing up, the entire team putting the whole thing together. What's going to motivate them to play 4 quarters? If they was to put it together for 4 quarters, this is one of the scariest teams that I would hate to face if I was a coach in college football. I could be crazy, but let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out. All right, family, that is all the information that I have for this video. Hope you got a little something out of it, and if you did, please help this channel grow by smashing that subscribe button, but I'm going to have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B, and that right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. Brah.